All right, and we are live. Good afternoon, Mad Hatters. Today we have a special guest, Neechie Moose. We mostly know her from the community. She is not a content creator, but we've seen her through social media in our community, in comment section in our chats. He's a member of our channels. And she is here to react to a certain segment of a Callie video she did a few days ago called, I believe the title is The Ignorance of It All. Yeah. And also to let you know, this video is demonetized. I turned monetization off. The super chat is still activated, but the only reason being was the last time I turned the super chat button off, it took me 2 days to get it back. So I don't feel like going through that again. But essentially this video is demonetized. Hey, J. Kim, Ordinary Girl to Be Fabulous, Steph, Chicken Shades, Little Boots. All right, so hang on. We're going to wait a few minutes and we're going to jump into the reaction. For those watching in replay, I will try to, after I jump off stream, I will try to put timestamps in, relevant timestamps. It's going to be a different sort of reaction to what we usually do around here, because we're going to provide more cultural, historical context, because Callie, once again, likes to think she knows more about everything than the rest of us do. And many of you know Neechie Moose, and we're going to hear from her in just a second. And yeah, I decided to give Neechie Moose a platform after she was dismissed by Callie. Neechie Moose is First Nations herself. And I thought, who better to tackle part of this reaction than Neechie Moose? Also, what we're doing a little differently, other than making mention for the sake of context and how that particular shit show got started, this is not going to be about Foodie Beauty. This is more about Callie and her know-it-all attitude toward First Nations people and correcting her misinformation. We are only going to mention Foodie Beauty to provide context. We're not going to be talking about her otherwise. Callie is a martyr who knows everything about everyone. And you're Native American too, Reader Girl? Right on. All right, so everybody is welcome. It's a subscribers-only chat, so you just have to join. It's free to join. So without further ado, we're going to bring on Neechie Moose, and she's going to tell us a bit about who she is, whatever she's comfortable talking about herself. And, yeah, she's going to be doing quite a bit of the talking during this reaction because it's about her people and it's about her own experience. Something I am not qualified to discuss, really. So, hey, Sinfinity. Hey, Danny Lynn. Good afternoon. All right. Hey, Laura Lulu. All right. So let's, without further ado, Neechie, hi.
Hi. Hi, guys. I'm Neechie, Canadian Indigenous, as you guys might know. I'm Swampy Cree, First Nation on my dad's side, and I'm Neechie on my mom's side. I'm just kind of here to pick up the slack, pick up Callie's slack, and just have a conversation.
All right. Yep, and that's what we're going to do. Hey, Flaming Amy, welcome. Petty Spaghetti. All right, on. Yep. Okay, you can talk about your experience too, Reaper. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, we'll get to that. That's cool. If would you mind if, assuming Reaper Girl is interested, would you mind if we brought her on a little later, Neechie?
Yeah, sure.
All right. All right. A little later, Reaper, if you're interested, I'll give you the StreamYard link in Discord, and you can come on. All right. You're Métis as well, Petty Spaghetti. Right on. Okay. Right on. So, the reason I asked you, Neechie, to come on, if you wanted to come on, I invited you. I invited you was because you had dropped some comments to try to correct some of Callie's information or express your own views. Okay, given that you live the experience that she does not, and you felt that they were thrown by the, basically your comments were thrown by the wayside. So that's why I offered you a platform so you can talk here. Do you want to talk about the issues you had with Callie just briefly before we start everything?
Oh gosh, where do I start? Well, it was clear that she just watched a video and then hopped on camera, and then she just didn't care about what she was talking about. So I took issue with that. I wrote a comment. It was clear that she recognized who I was, and then hid it from her channel. She only let one appear, and that was to let her followers take issue with that. So I tried correcting those comments too, and you can see those ones in the Discord and on Kiwi Farms.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, Little Boots has a question for you. It's right on the screen. Can you see it?
As someone not exposed to many Native American people, how do you like to be referred to? Indigenous, Native American? Well, I'm not Native American. I'm in Canada, so I think the Native Americans are like exclusive to the United States. Anything is fine, I guess. Aboriginal, Indigenous. Yeah, that's about it. Just not Indian. Just not Indian.
Indian. Okay, gotcha. Okay, because here in Canada, it's here in Canada, with the Indigenous peoples, Indigenous peoples are referred to as Canadian First Nations or simply First Nations people. That's how they are referred to in Canada. Yeah. Okay. So, what else? Oh, Reaper, you want to come on now? All right. She has to make a phone call at 3:30. Mind if we bring her on now for 2 minutes?
Sure.
For a few minutes?
Yeah, right on.
All right, Reaper girl, go to your Discord. I'm about to give you the link. I'm about to give you the link in Discord. All right, go into Discord. Okay.
Don't worry about it, Little Boots. It really depends on the people. So.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. What's your name in Discord? Can you give me your Discord name? Yeah, thank you. Please give the thumbs up. Yeah. You prefer to be referred to as a Native American, Reaper Girl. Okay. Reaper Girl, what's your name in Discord? Your aunt is 100% Sue, Holly Mack? Okay. All right. Gosh, I'm trying to, I don't even, do you know what her name is in Discord?
I think it's Reaper Girl.
Yeah? Okay, hang on. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, hang on. All right, Reaper. Come on, Reaper Girl. Okay. All right, sorry about this. Okay. All right, Reaper Girl, I DM'd it to you in Discord, the StreamYard link, okay? All right, so meanwhile, hey, Tragic. Hey, Making Bacon Pancakes. Welcome. Good to see you all. She's Reaper Girl on Discord. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So while we wait for Reaper Girl, you sent me a short video you want to send from Owab Canoe. What about, so what if we play that while we wait? Hey, Praggle. So what if we play that while we wait, and you can talk about that? Oh, Reaper Girl's on. Hang on. Hey, Reaper Girl. Hi.
Hey,
Okay.
Reaper.
Okay. So, Reaper Girl, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? Whatever you're comfortable with.
Oh, no problem. Well, a lot of non-Native Americans would say Creek, but like Neechie said, it's Cree, and I'm Cherokee.
Okay.
On my mom and my dad's side.
Okay. Did you get to watch Callie stream that we are about to refer to? Did you get a chance to watch it?
Oh yes, It was
And
so lovely.
it was what?
So lovely how she ripped my people apart.
It was rage inducing, but I don't know, watching it with other natives, it's a pretty good laugh. So
You guys, well, it's good that you all have a sense of humor.
well, I had to, yeah.
Yeah, it's good that you all have a sense of humor.
We have to. We have to.
Yeah. So here
If
it is.
not,
Callie,
we'd be crying. If we don't have a sense of humor, we'd be crying all the time and be angry. So we gotta have a sense of humor.
I agree. I agree. So here it says, Callie makes me so mad. She sees one comment about a marginalized group and she froths at the mouth for content. Yep, that's all true. No lie there. She could have done research and actually made a video that was actually informative. Yeah, and that's what we're going to seek to do here with the, that's what we're going to seek to do here. We've got some links. We're not only going to react to Callie's gaggling, but we are going to play other clips, you know, to put out some information. Like I said, we're doing things a little differently today. So, okay. So do we want to start with the Wob Canoe video, Neechie?
Yes, please. So
All right.
just a little context, Wob Canoe is the leader of the Manitoba NDP, and this is a clip from the Eighth Fire documentary. It's free on YouTube if you guys want to watch it. And
Okay. When the stream is over, we will furnish a link to that full video. If you are interested in watching the whole thing for yourselves. Another thing, I have to apologize, the Discord, all the Discord beeping. I have to leave the Discord open today because that's where all the notes, that's where all my notes are. And I couldn't transfer it onto something else. So, you know that I don't have a good, my short-term memory is terrible and I require notes today. So,
I have a bad short-term memory too, so.
Yeah, exactly. So hang on, let me see if this is okay. Let me get full screen so you can all see it. All right. All right, we're going to play it from the beginning. Hang on. Why is my computer not cooperating again? Uh-oh. Are we frozen? Okay. All right, so you ready to get started? And let me know when you want me to stop it, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
And I'll let you know after my phone call, I'll come back in if y'all let me.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah,
It's
all
only
right.
a 5-minute phone call, if that.
All right. All right, let's get started with Wob Canoe's video. All right.
So what went wrong? It wasn't always like this when we started down the path. When the settlers first arrived, the natives welcomed them and helped them out.
Sorry, go.
Sorry, do you want to pause it for a sec?
Yeah.
Reaper,
What?
I think you gotta unmute your YouTube. Or
Oh, my YouTube is muted.
somebody has to mute their YouTube.
Yeah, mine's
Not
muted.
uploading.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, that's yeah. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I apologize for the Discord beeping, guys. It's because I need the notes. All right, Reaper Girl, do you want to say something to see, just to see if the echo's gone? Reaper Girl, are you there?
I'm good.
All right, all right. Let's. Do you want me to start it again from the beginning, Neechie?
This is fine.
All right. Did you have something to say about what he just said?
I didn't hear what he just said. Sorry.
All right, I'll start it from the beginning. All right, here we go.
Me either.
So what went wrong? It wasn't always like this when we started down the path. When the settlers first arrived, the natives welcomed them and helped them out. It wasn't like they showed up and the natives said, uh-oh, there goes the neighborhood. And the relationship grew stronger, fashionable even. Remember these? The beaver hat. This was considered cool back in the day. That's right, our rodents were all the rage in 17th century Europe. That led to the fur trade, and of course the fur trade gave us Canada. For a time, the Aboriginal people had this war.
What did you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to have it unmuted.
There's
Sorry.
an echo.
Okay.
That's okay.
All right. Were you able to hear what he said so far?
All right, let's try. No, we'll have to start it again. Sorry, guys.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, Reaper girl. If you can mute your mic while we play the video, maybe just while we play the video, and then when it's time for you to speak, you can unmute. Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So everybody can hear it again. Okay. Here we go. Let's get started. 3 times a charm.
So what went wrong? It wasn't always like this when we started down the path. When the settlers first arrived, the natives welcomed them and helped them out. It wasn't like they showed up and the natives said, uh-oh, there goes the neighborhood. And the relationship grew stronger, fashionable even. Remember these? It's a beaver hat. This was considered cool back in the day. That's right, our rodents were all the rage in 17th century Europe. That led to the fur trade, and of course the fur trade gave us Canada. For a time, the Aboriginal people had this warm and fuzzy feeling, love and understanding. We documented that in wampum belts like this one, that depict 2 canoes traveling down the river in parallel paths, neither one interfering with the other. It's cute, eh? And the English and French, well, for their part, they signed all sorts of big agreements with great seals. Ever since the Royal Proclamation of 1763, there's been banner promises like, the natives will not be molested. Or my personal favorite, the Queen's promise to the Cree of bounty and benevolence. You know, we Aboriginal people thought we were getting a seat at the big table. But it turns out we had a reservation at a much smaller table, out the back, near the garbage cans.
Ugh.
At the big table, they got Canada and all of its bounty. At our table, a total lack of benevolence. We got the plague, a plague of whiskey, and our parents and grandparents were molested in schools designed to kill the Indian in the child. So where did all of that go wrong? Well, step into my office, grab a seat on the big couch, and let's talk.
Okay. So we've heard it.
Wrong. It wasn't always like this when we
Hang
started
on.
down the
Hang
path.
on.
When the settlers first...
Computer has a mind of its own. All right. All right. Okay. So, Neechie, let's start with you. Are you there?
So, did everybody hear that okay? So I know there was a bit of an echo, but I hope everybody heard that okay. Yeah, so basically he was just describing the land theft, residential schools in the 60s scoop. And those are, and the quote that he referenced was when he said killing the Indian child, he was referencing the Davin Report, which was the founding document that specified the terms within the residential schools that functioned for until 1996. And so I just like that clip because it's a quick summary of Canadian, the unique struggles that we face in Canada. So, yeah.
Okay. So hang on. Hang on. What is this? It was my wishes, as I told her today. They were genuine. All that is different now is matter of opinion when seeing changes between Twitter and her YT content. Okay. Making bacon pancakes. She does try. Show 2 different. It sucks though. Either way, you don't deserve this happening. You are entitled to watch and enjoy whatever you want. Exactly. What happened to Kimberly? I missed something earlier in the chat, did I? Hey AJ. Hey Damn Danny. Hey Lady Nightshade. Okay. Okay. What? Kimberly, I haven't seen her video. I have only seen the rumors. I tried to speak to her, but she claims she's going to make another video about me on her members channel. Are we referring to Callie? Okay. Ah, I see. Okay. All righty. Okay. All right. Okay, so now that we have all of Hater Nation, our worlds apart between their Twitter and their YouTube, I'm not so sure about that, but yeah, I'm not so sure about that. So anyways, yeah, so Neechie, so thank you for telling us what that is about. The next video, we're going to get to the reaction shortly about Callie. And we have a bunch of other stuff coming along. I did turn off the Discord because many were apparently it's that active that it's distracting, but I may have to turn it back on to refer to notes again. So next, oh, thank you. Aww. Oh, look.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm going to miss you too. Okay.
Weird.
I'm going to miss you too. Well, apparently today is the day of my demise. All right. Apparently today is the day of my demise. It's not the first, probably won't be the last. Okay, anyway, sorry about that for that distraction. Sorry for that distraction, everybody. Yeah. If anyone wants to take a screenshot of that, go ahead. Thank you, Bad Boy Tragic. Much appreciated. Okay, thank you, Traj. Yes. All right. Thank you. And just think, he paid $2 to, just under $2 to tell me this. Wow. Yeah, you can kick stuff. You can kick. You can kick. Any mods can kick. Yeah, go ahead. We're not in the mood for trolls today. We're not going to entertain them today. So anyways, I've got the video set. Oh, Reaper Girl's gone. Okay, it's probably for her phone call. All right, so it's just you and I, which is as arranged. Okay, so should we start with the point with Callie's video? Neechie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So shall we start, or do you have other comments to make about Wob Canoe before we go on?
No, that was just to explain the clip.
All right. Okay. Let me know if you ever have any other remarks, right? Because this is okay.
Yeah.
Just let me know. All right. All right. We're gonna play what starts in at about almost 8 minutes. We're not playing the whole stream today, obviously, because we're all just gonna get agitated and we're all gonna be here all day. All right. All righty. Hang on. Oh, what did I do? No, wrong one. Sorry. I had the wrong one up. Okay. It's called The Ignorance of It All. The Ignorance of It All. Okay. Whoops. No. What am I doing? Sorry about this, folks. My computer is not cooperating with me today. Okay. I really apologize for this. Okay. All right. Next time I get a new computer, it's going to be with 2 monitors. All right. All right. Ready, steady, go. Neechie?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready.
Like drive on the river. And
Hold on. I have no idea why it's echoing still.
Pardon me?
I have
Pardon
no
me?
idea why it's echoing still.
I
It's
have no
echoing for
idea
me?
either. I don't know. You've got YouTube sound killed, huh?
Mhm.
Okay. What is wrong with my computer? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay. All right. Yeah, my mic is a built-in mic. I'm using a built-in mic. Let me get a headset. Let me see if that'll correct things. Sorry about that. I'll try. I usually don't have this echoing problem. I usually don't have it. Ugh, I can't even find my headset. All right. All right. Let's try this again. Okay, let's go.
Meanwhile, we're formulating. I just wanted to play with the pizza. I'm just saying that she was alcoholic because of reference to her passing. People are talking about it. I suspect it had something to do with that.
Okay. What we're referring to, just so we're all on the same page. She's referring to over the weekend. Nader, the lovely Mr. Nader Elshamy, had a second channel of the second name. He had a second channel of the same name. And there was about 8 short clips of this woman. Personally, I had no idea she was First Nations. She looked white. The videos are gone now. I have a feeling YouTube may have struck them for violation of terms of service. Let's just say a lot of them were pretty racy. They were pretty racy. There was twerking. There were a few wardrobe malfunctions, and some real trash talk and attempts of antagonizing. This particular woman's behavior was questionable, and apparently it was said on Reddit that this woman had died and now she's not dead, and now it's said that it was perhaps all a troll. It was all perhaps a troll. I don't know. I did see the videos for myself, all 8 of those shorts, unfortunately. And like I said, the woman looked white in complexion. I had no idea, but I did find her behavior. Yep.
I'll just say that like there are like a lot of white passing natives. That's like it's a common thing. A lot of my cousins are white passing. Like first cousins, uncles. It's a thing. So.
All right. So, anyways, this to say, it's just to provide a little context to what we're talking about here. Okay. All right. So it's in reference to those videos, and at the end of the day, Callie may have done that stream for nothing because it looks like it may have been all a big troll.
What's all the bird on there? What is that?
Come on, Callie, talk.
So we heard that, correct? Chantal referred to one of Nader's exes as an alcoholic Native woman, right? And then followed the statement up by, oh, I didn't mean to seem like I was alcohol shaming. Oh, I didn't mean this. Oh, I didn't mean that, etc., etc. Okay, then why the hell did you follow it up by saying you have Native friends? Right?
Do you have anything to say about that? Are you there? Oh. Okay, Neechie got disconnected. Okay, Neechie got disconnected. All right. Lucy Lou the Fraggle, they didn't last long, don't worry. Okay. Thank you. It's okay, Christina. It's okay. All right. Neechie, what happened to you? Neechie, if you can hear me, come back on. Okay. Sorry.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
My question would be like, where are your friends? Where are your Native friends, Callie? I don't know who gave you permission to do this at all. It doesn't really strike me as odd at all that she would have like Native friends. I don't know. As a Canadian, have you ever met somebody who hasn't known a Native person? It just seems like a weird criticism, and especially when she has no Native friends herself, you can just tell. So
yeah, I actually did. I was I actually hung around with a guy who had a rock and roll band about almost 30 years ago. He had a rock and roll band, and it was mostly made up of the Mohawks, group of Mohawks from Ganawage. And my friend was the only non-native of the group, but he handled the sound engineering in addition to playing guitar, bass, and almost a lot of these instruments. So I learned a lot from them, from that group. But do I actually have somebody in everyday life that I'm close to that is First Nations? No, I don't. I'm in touch with the former drummer. Every so often, we check in on see how we've done, how we're aging, so to speak. But that's about the extent of it, you know. And that's why I felt, okay, hang on, okay. So that's what that was about. Reaper Girl, welcome back. Did you hear that portion of? Did you hear that portion of Callie? Do you have something to say about that?
No, I was fighting to get back in because my phone was acting stupid.
Okay. All right. Okay. So anyways, when we play the videos, just mute your microphones. You don't have to jump off the screen. Just mute your microphones. I don't know where the echoing is coming from at times. But anyway, so, all right. So let's soldier on. Let's truck on. Let's truck on.
You have Native friends, and you used to hang out. And you're in Canada, Chantal. So Canada, along with the U.S., especially.
Just one offhand comment, a petty comment, if you'll indulge me. I love the white pajama bottoms with the pink flowers with the elegant lace, black lace at top.
I know, right? She really cares.
So elegant.
Yeah. You just, okay, petty moment over. Petty moment over.
Is the most prevalent for the overturning and the industrializing of Native American land. Right?
Okay.
Jump in, either of you.
Okay, so the word she's looking for is colonization. Colonization is the process of establishing foreign control over target territories or people for the purpose of economic gain. That's what she's trying to say.
Okay.
So, like the early settlers dominated the native people of North America by murdering, assimilating, and displacing them in order to take over control and capitalize off of like the fur trade in Canada and like for gold in the U.S. I believe. Don't quote me on that. That's just maybe Reaper Girl has more insight on that, but
no, because I was about to say almost the same thing. So you got it.
Alrighty. All right, let's truck on. Come on, Callie. Let's hear a little more of your history lesson because today she's a history teacher. Other days she's a therapist. Other days she's some kind of guru. Today she's a history teacher. Okay.
Right.
Right.
And if you would take 2 damn seconds to educate yourself, you would have known that.
One of you, please jump in.
Condescending. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize.
I just can't. She said that with a straight face.
Said that with a stink face, but okay.
Anything else?
No,
That's
she needs to educate herself.
let's just bask in the smugness, I guess.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Let's get to it.
You would have known that, right? But of course, it's Chantal. And since she wants to talk about an alcoholic Native woman, which is horribly disrespectful.
Yeah. Oh God, I've got so many thoughts on this, but I'm gonna let you both jump in first.
I agree with her on that point. It's pretty disrespectful, but
Totally.
again, she's like not the one to speak on this. She was not the one to get offended, really.
I think Kelly was trying to say because there is a stereotype with Native that we're all alcoholics. I think that's what she was trying to get at, but she came out in the wrong way.
Are you talking about Chantal or Callie?
Both.
Okay,
Both of
fair
them,
enough.
yeah, well, both of them. But the thing that's not being said is that like the stereotype exists for a reason, right? Like again, it's part of the legacy of colonization, and generational trauma that came about from the colonization for the past like 5 generations. So
Okay.
yeah,
You
it's
did.
more just stating of a fact than disrespectful if you explain it right, I guess. With
Understood.
yeah.
Okay. So that'll bring us. Neechie, you did send me a link to a video of someone talking about colonization and addiction. Do you want to interrupt the Callie video and get into that?
We can, but I think it's
Or do you want to
on a
continue
roll right
on with
now.
the Callie video? Okay, we'll continue on with the Callie video, and after that, we'll play the colonization and addiction video you sent me.
Sure.
Okay. If that's okay. Okay. If that's okay with both of you.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
fine.
All right. Let's do it.
Honestly, it's beyond ignorant and trying to deflect and state that, oh well, I have Native friends. Chantal, you have no fucking friends. You don't even have Shannon. You lost her a while back.
Okay, we're going to gloss over Chantal's relationships because that's not what we're really here to talk about. But do you have? But either of you have anything to say? Feel free to jump in.
Sure.
Do you have anything to say on that?
No, I'm good right now. I'm just...
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let's soldier on.
You barely have peace.
Mm-hmm.
The nerve. Right? So, since we want to be ignorant as hell, this is why I like to watch Soft White Underbelly. Because not only...
I don't know what that is. Soft Point Underbelly? Is that what she said?
It's a YouTube channel. They did one video on, you know, Indigenous, that Indigenous man that she later watches the video. That video that she watches later. So... not a channel that is dedicated to Indigenous rights or anything like that.
Okay. All right. Just so, like I said, because as we say, context is everything. All right.
Does Mark interview like people of all walks of life, but you learn a lot, especially with Chantal being in Canada. It just made headlines. Like
I can't stand it when these haters think they know more, like haters outside of Canada. I can't stand it when they claim to know more about Canada than we Canadians do.
Yeah.
I can only imagine you, Neechie.
Yeah. Clearly it's on the top of her head, but she didn't even think to like look it up. So I don't know. It is frustrating because nobody really pays attention to the what's going on in Canada. They hear about it, but it doesn't really make, you know, international news.
No.
People just
No.
kind of have a vague idea.
Trust me, my friends in the chat. I apologize that we're not addressing you. It's because
Oh, sorry, I don't have the chat open either.
Okay, I am I'm trying to multitask, which we all know I suck at.
And I'm on my phone, so I can't see the chat.
Okay.
I will put you guys back on.
All right. Hang on. I'm just gonna take a break to address the chat a bit. All right. We're just gonna address the chat. All right. Okay. Let's go. If I am missing any of you, please do not take it personally. All right. Okay. Hi, AK. Good to see you. Good to see you. Anybody else who just jumped in while I was reacting? Okay. Hussy also has this problem time to time, but it's with people on panel rather than the video. Okay. Thank you, making bacon pancakes. Stephanie, Lucy, Lou the Fraggle, they didn't last long, don't worry. Okay. No, they didn't last long. They didn't last long. Fedora, you need to mute yourself. It's your pic that's flashing when it's echoing. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. I have no idea why it never does this usually. I apologize for that. Thank you for letting me know. Callie's ignorance is embarrassing. I think both of you can agree with that, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. All right. Secondhand bear. Yep. Hey, Scott Stevens. Good to see you. All right. Wait till you see. Oh, it's a chick. Okay. I thought it was a dude. Whatever. It's not that important to me. It's not that important to me. I love it when they tell me to RIP. I probably means more my channel rather than my person. Although with this gaggle of people, you never quite know. All right. Hey, big boy. Okay. All right. Okay. Welcome to Straight Talking Fedora Chick, Jennifer Stewart. Thank you, Danny Lynn. Thank you, Danny Lynn, so much for the Thanksgiving witches. Thank you. Yes, I don't know about the stereotype. Yeah, Flaming Amy is from the UK. So I don't know how much news they get over in the UK. And we do have quite a few overseas people in the chat who are overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I like to say this. Happy Thanksgiving in Canada. I'm in the States, but happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Thank you. Sorry, Neechie.
Sorry?
Sorry, were you about to say something?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Please feel free to, because I invited you for you to be heard, you know, because you felt you were not, you know, I invited you for you to be heard and to perhaps give us actual facts and stuff. So feel free to jump in anytime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got my notes here.
All right, cool. Oh, you got notes? That's good. Okay, because I can only open the Discord server if we really need, because apparently the beeping is really too distracting, even for me. It's like walking in a car crash and can't look away. No, that's true. We can't. That's true. That's true. I find it weird that she did this stream when it was about one person who happened to have a drinking problem. Yeah. I thought it was a bit bizarre too, but we know Callie. She has to, you know, get on camera and she has to start screeching about anything and everything. You know, I always had a feeling.
I can't screech about this though.
What do you mean?
Why this?
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Lil Boots. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, yep. By the way, both of you, I wanted to ask this question before we soldier on. How do you both feel? You've both been members of our community. You're in our chats. You're in our Discord servers. We follow each other on Twitter and such. How do you feel when Callie or Charlie Gold or any of them go off and call us all a bunch of racist homophobes? I'll start with you, Neechie.
I think it's pretty funny when they call me a racist homophobe. Because for obvious reasons, I guess, because I'm like the exact opposite. I would hope. So I don't associate with racists and homophobes because I'm Native and gay.
There you go.
Sorry, that's my dog coughing in the background.
That's all right. That's all right. Reaper, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, calling me racist when my kids are mixed. They're half Native and half white. So, yeah, and I've dated a black guy. So, yeah, I'm so racist. And I'm not a homophobe. I got a cousin that's freaking gay, and I love him dearly. I mean, I think it's just stupid.
Well, that's not an excuse, you know. That's what they say.
Yep. I just
wanted to Chantel now. Just kidding.
Yeah, I just wanted to have your feelings, you know. I just wanted to have your feelings on that, you know, because you have followed us. You both have followed us for some time. Neechie probably a little longer. So I wanted, you know, and I figured, yeah, mate. I have every confidence neither of you would continue following us. If
yeah, no, racists and homophobes, bigots, they don't associate with people like us. They don't let us speak our mind. So like Callie is a bigot because she is against open conversations. That's just the
Right.
definition of bigotry. So
Yeah. Christina. Callie thought she could speak on this and get a pat in the back for defending Native people. She didn't think ignorance would be noticed.
I warned her. So
Yeah, and unfortunately, yeah. Hey, Def, good to see you. Okay, right on, Def. I'm with you there. Dog interruptions are never opposed. There you have it. Okay. All right, let's soldier through. Are you ready for us to soldier through, ladies?
yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Months ago, definitely during like the winter, spring, where the natives were talking about the industrializing of their land and how they were losing their heritage.
Isn't the proper term colonization?
Well, this I think she's talking about. She's talking about when the natives were talking about that issue in the winter, spring, whatever. I'm not sure, but I think she's referencing the land back movement.
Okay.
And the land back movement is an Indigenous led movement that aims to restore sovereignty to Indigenous lands. It's an environmental movement. I think that's what she's talking about. I can't be sure. You
Okay.
know.
Are we referring to Canada, the United States, or both?
Well, these land disputes happen. Like they made international news. If you hear about the pipeline issues,
Yes.
yeah, I think that's what she's referring to.
Okay. All right. Because I think there are similar issues regarding land, both in the U.S. and in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And pipelines are part of that almost as much in the United States as well as it is in Canada. So
There's actually one in Caledonia, Ontario going on right now. So
oh, there you go. Oh, briefly before we go on, and I should have asked this at the top of the video, Neechie, and I forgot to mention. You gave me the suggestion for the title of this video called Callie is the Trudeau of Chicago. Now, for those of you who don't already know, Justin Trudeau is our prime minister. And maybe do you want to thread the link between Callie and Trudeau?
sure. So I called her that because Trudeau is the one who propped himself up as the one who would fight for our rights, fight for make all these changes, made all these promises. That photo and the icon, the thumbnail was taken in 2016. He was honored by the Tsuut'ina First Nations in my province. Actually, he was named the one who keeps trying. And I find that pretty funny because Callie keeps trying me. And then afterwards, now he's silencing Indigenous people, survivors of the 60s scoop in residential schools.
Right.
Yeah, going against the promise of truth and reconciliation. And that's kind of like what Callie did to me.
Yeah, because Callie, I think there's somebody in our chat or somebody that tries to talk about the residential schools things. We're going to see that a little later in this video, so I thought it'd be relevant to bring this up now. I should have brought it up on the top of the video. I forgot. I apologize for that. Okay, so let's soldier on. And yeah, it's all true. The Prime Minister's office has been stifling First Nations voices. Meanwhile, on many First Nations reserves here in Canada, I imagine it must be similar in the United States. They don't even have clean drinking water, and they have not had clean drinking water for many years.
And I can confirm that.
Yeah, exactly. And living conditions tend to remain quite Neechie, what would be the best word to describe it?
They're actually considered fourth world conditions.
All right.
And they're in the same country. We're in the first world country. Our reservations are still in fourth world condition, living in fourth world condition. We have no clean water. We have no amenities. We don't have proper shelter, education, resources, social services, things like that. So that's why gang violence, addiction, abuse, things like that are prevalent in our communities.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Some reservations here in United States is like that. It is like a third world or fourth world country. It is, and there is some reservations that's thriving, but the ones that's in very horrible conditions, there's people dying, and my people's getting ignored. They crying out, and nobody's hearing them.
There's a suicide state of emergency because of all the rise of suicides in our nations right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Ugh. I mean, there's nothing I can say about that to add. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for providing the good information. All right, are we ready to soldier on with Miss Callie?
Sure.
Right on.
And how the government didn't give a fuck because they give more of a fuck about making money off the backs of those people. This
Okay, I'm not going to argue with that in the crude, clumsy way. I'm not going to argue with that.
It's also
Ladies?
protection.
Yeah.
Myself.
Okay.
same way they did here in America. Okay? The shit does not stop for these cultures. Right? The shit does not stop for these people. So for Chantal,
Okay.
let's go ahead and call a spade a spade. So for Chantal to dehumanize, because that's what she's doing. She's dehumanizing, okay, his ex by saying she's an alcoholic Native woman. Just pretty much say, oh, she's not important. Mind you, she's
Go.
So, I have like a lot of kind of okay. So when she says she's dehumanizing a Native person for having an addiction, that's what she's doing. She's dehumanizing people for their addictions, and that's kind of actually why this community kind of caught my attention. It's because they have a whole community based around bullying these addicts, and it's Native people who face the impact of that kind of rhetoric. So, and that kind of rhetoric is, used to justify racism against us. So she's really talking about herself, as usual.
We're referring to Callie here or Chantal?
Oh, about Chantal. Sorry, Callie. Callie is the one who's dehumanizing Chantal. What Chantal said was wrong, but she is dehumanizing addicts, and she's not realizing that Native people face that impact. And the fact that you are an alcoholic or an addict does not make you less human, does not make you less deserving of, empathy. But it's just crazy how like the dots just don't connect.
No, they don't. Just to gloss briefly, just to put it out there briefly, it's a side note, really. In all honesty, I don't, I think, we've seen Chantal, she gets impulsive and she can get, and she can get incendiary when on camera, when she's angry. I just took it as a woman who felt scorned by her boyfriend. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
But
casual racism in Canada is like we should be talking about that,
Yeah.
instead of her STD or whatever. It's weird.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think the way Callie is going about it, going about it personally, you're referring to a woman who feels scorned by a boyfriend, and I don't think it's fair to go from reacting to a woman who may feel scorned by a boyfriend to a whole history lesson of Canadian First Nations. It's like, what?
Yeah. Feels like I'm being attacked instead of Chantal. Chantal isn't even paying attention to her, so whatever.
Exactly. Reaper?
I'm an American, so I really don't know much about Native Canadians. That's what I call y'all, Native Canadians. I really don't know much about it, but what I'm hearing, it is horrible. And believe it or not, Callie is also not just dehumanizing the natives in Canada. She's dehumanizing dehumanizing my people.
Mhm.
You know, I see it this way. It doesn't matter if you're native from Canada, Texas, even there's natives in New Mexico. We're all one family because we, some way, somehow, our bloodline connects.
Mhm.
So you are bad mouthing and dehumanizing, making us feel like we're less than nothing, like the old times. And this video is just gets under my skin. I mean, really get under my skin. And especially, I'm a grandma now. My grandkids is start to learn. I mean, my grandson, he's not even 2 years old. Last year, he went to a powwow is a festival that Native Americans or Canadian Americans celebrate. Anybody could come.
Mhm.
And I couldn't go. And when my mom and my older sister sent me the pictures of my grandson in his first little regalia dancing, I bust out in tears. And this heifer is taking that away from me, in my opinion. I'm sorry.
I agree.
That's
don't
I
apologize.
agree.
No, don't
That-
apologize.
And a couple days ago, my granddaughter was born.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
thank you. You know, Autumn probably next year will go into her first ring at a powwow. And she's taking that away from me. Because basically she's saying that we're less than humans. My grandbabies is less than humans. I just want to punch throat her. So bad. So bad.
Okay, I'm
Like,
sorry.
my grandparents were taught to hate themselves too. And they love their children enough to raise them to break that cycle. So I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah,
Can't take any way of
bringing
that.
some positivity, is always important, obviously. Okay, thank you both for sharing. Okay, we're gonna soldier on if you're both ready.
And before anybody asks what a regalia is a fancy outfit that we wear.
Fancy dance.
Okay,
That's my favorite one.
all right.
Passed away. Right? She's passed away.
Apparently the update is she didn't. I don't know what to believe. I don't follow Reddit. I did see something on Kiwi Farms, but either way, for me, I don't know. For me, anyways, do you have anything to say about that?
Not really.
Okay.
We can keep playing.
All right.
So not only are we going to disrespect the dead, we're going to disrespect their heritage, we're going to disrespect their culture, and we're not even going to humanize them because I guess Chantal feels like she got him, so she's the prize. Meanwhile, all this man does, allegedly, is gaslight, abuse, neglect,
What the hell?
embarrass her. She embarrasses herself. So let's.
Callie, personally, I think you're embarrassing yourself. You should quit while you're behind. But anyways, ladies.
I love how she's Chantal is dehumanizing my heritage and I'm weaponizing my heritage. I guess it just writes itself, I guess. It's just
Yeah.
It does write itself. And once again, as far as embarrassing themselves, anyways, I don't really want to talk, but I think if anybody caught those videos from that particular woman, to be honest, I think she did a good job of embarrassing herself and her demeanor. But anyways, okay.
Let's go ahead and listen to an alcoholic native story while she wants to be humanized.
Okay, that woman never told her story. All she did was twerk, have a few wardrobe malfunctions, a few sloppy moments, and try to face the camera and try to antagonize Chantal. Okay, she wasn't giving her story about her culture or about being an addict. Okay. Now, if you want to talk to somebody about that, you should perhaps get someone in that situation to talk about that. Somebody would know about that. So again, for me, the link is weird. Okay. That woman did not talk about her own personal story about her culture or her addiction. She was just behaving in such a strange manner to be polite. And many of you know on this channel, okay, if I'm going to call people out, for me, race is not there for me. If I find problematic behavior or misinformation, I'm going to correct it. I'm going to call it out regardless. Okay, ladies, what do you have to say about that?
Oh, jeez. No comment, I guess. Not yet.
All right.
I think the woman was just did those videos to get under Chantel's skin, and that was it.
Yeah,
I
pretty
didn't
much.
even know she watched the videos. She didn't. I never heard her mention any video about this woman. I thought she was just hopping on stream because of a tweet that she saw.
No, exactly. And like I said, I don't think Callie, as much as she likes to proclaim herself the queen of receipts, I don't know, a real queen of receipts does their research, and digs down a little further. And I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm open to that, but I could be wrong. But I don't think she did watch those videos. Again, those videos, you cannot watch them anymore. They have been taken down. So, all right.
Nice people, right? For their struggles, their ethnicities. Let's listen to this Native man tell his story, and maybe we can have a little bit more insight. And yeah,
it was a woman that was. Oh, okay. She's okay. What's coming? All right.
I will follow up and react to the rest of Just Saying's video.
Oh.
Let's listen to his story. Let's educate ourselves.
Just saying, is she I don't know much about Just Saying. I know she exists, but I don't know much about her.
Just
I
say
don't pay attention to most of the haters or the new ones.
Pardon me?
I don't pay attention to most of the new ones.
Just say I used to watch Just Saying. Just Saying is obsessed with Chantel and definitely with Amberlynn Reed. And Just Saying had I think last week or the week before, I don't remember. Like I said, short-term memory problem. She had French Fry Girl on her stream.
Oh yeah, I remember that. But we're not going to talk about that anyway, because I don't want to get too sidetracked.
Just Saying is a hater.
All right, good to know.
To get a bit of insight.
Say something, Callie.
Okay, we don't need to go too much into this because I'm not trying to.
Do you want me to jump through it?
Here.
Do you want me to jump through it a bit?
Yeah. Well, okay. 1 sec. I think I have a timestamp here. 1 sec.
Oh, okay. If you've got a timestamp, that would be most helpful. If you've got a timestamp.
I think we're on like 15 minutes.
Okay.
Like a few minutes ahead.
All right. It's not that far. All right. Okay, here we go. We're at the 15-minute point. Okay.
Continue. It's disrespectful. The Native people. In America, they're referred to as Native Americans, but Native people, Native Indigenous people.
Okay.
Human.
This is before that she was saying that did you even know that Navajo is a derogatory term? From wherever you are, did you even know that Navajo is a slur? Or I don't know, she's acting like it's a slur. And I just wanted to touch on the point that it's offensive to Navajo people. They want to be called the Dene people, but they're still recognized by the federal U.S. government as the Navajo people, right? So their reservations are called the Navajo. It's still like it's a little bit more nuanced than she's making it seem.
Okay. I figured, like, she always makes it. Okay.
She's deciding that it's offensive for all of us when, I don't know, it doesn't apply to me, so.
Okay. All right. Let's go, Callie.
We are going to stop dehumanizing people and their cultures and their experiences and their heritages. Period. It stops. Period.
Okay. All right. Anything to say about this?
No, it's just funny.
Okay. Do you want me to skip through this portion, or do you want to hear it?
Yeah, we can watch. Up to you guys, really.
Before we do that, I just want to check in on the chat. I want to move into the other screen to check in on the chat because I don't want to neglect anybody. Okay. All right. Hey, Skeptical Cat. Good to see you here. Charlene, good to see you. Charlene, I don't know what happened to Peanut. She was supposed to appear on my birthday stream, but she never came. Sorry, not Peanut. Angry Pistachio was supposed to come either. I think they both had a family emergency going on in real life, and I have not heard back from them since. Okay. I have not heard back from them since. All right.
Okay.
And so, anyways, hey, Dark Enchantria. The stream will be left up in its entirety for replay. I'm going to try and put timestamps on it later after I jump off. But welcome to Straight Talkin' Fedora Chick. I don't believe I've seen you here before. Daily Shaver, hey, good to see you. All right. So, anyways. All right. So we're just going to gloss over what a few are saying. Okay. She's eating something to Daily Shaver. She's packing on the weight quickly. All right. Callie is ignorant and doesn't even know why she believes what she believes. Yeah, I can most certainly agree with that because I do have these eye-rolling moments. It's like, does she or her other gaggle of HN really believe what much of the crap they spew? I don't know.
I wonder if like they really look up to this woman. I just don't know. I don't get who looks up to her or believes anything that she. Who's being educated by this woman?
Not me. Okay, and didn't I hear one was killed and the other survived? What do we talk? I don't know what we're referring. I don't know what we're referring to here. Okay, death. Yeah, death. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, who's the one looking for the ass pats? You know how, because he always repeats that the other one is looking for ass pats. It's like, Callie, I think you're the one looking for the ass pats. Okay. She was talking about someone's ex and was angry. Yeah, very true, Amy. Very true. Scott. Allegedly, Callie, you don't even know how to spell allegedly. I can't spell either. I'm dyslexic. True. I am. For those of you who followed me since the days I was a mental health channel, know that I am dyslexic. So I can't spell either. I'm not going to make fun of that. All right. You should quit while you're behind. You like that one, Skeptical Cat? Yeah. Dehumanize is all you do. Agreed. And Neechie and Reaper Girl have spoken about that as well. But yep, true. Dehumanize is how, yeah, pretty much, Scott, pretty much. Yeah, tragic. No argument there. No argument there. I think Reaper Girl, Neechie, I think you can both agree with that.
What the tragic say?
Callie is so embarrassing to watch it. Okay, I'm bringing the comments on the screen. I thought you, okay. All right. So here we go. One of my best friends in Nebraska is a foster parent to a few Native children whose parents are either in jail or who have been killed. Life on the reservation is absolutely appalling. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Okay. Hey, Terry. Good to see you. Good to see you, Terry K. All right. Just saying, did that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Thank you, Christina. She needs to educate herself instead of yeah, agreed. Agreed. All right. Amy, she reacts to a native homeless man who developed a drinking problem because of his childhood and his service from the military. He lost members of his family. Okay, I don't know. I have a bit of a problem of Callie threading together the story of this man. I mean, here she is claiming that this ex of Nader's, she's railing against Chantal for diminishing this woman's story who really didn't tell any story. I already described what she did. But I don't like that she's bringing this man on while she's doing a shrieking reaction to Chantal.
Me neither. I couldn't even watch it. It was disgusting. Made me
Yeah,
nauseous.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want me to skip through that reaction portion? Do you want to run it through?
Yeah, I mostly skipped over it. It's not necessary for this video.
All right.
So.
All right, I'll skip through it. I'll skip through it. All right. You get Google to spell for you? Okay, cool. Thank you, Death, for putting the links, all the links in the chat for my second channel and stuff. Thank you so much, Death. All right. All right. So, do you want? We'll run through it, or you want to pass it?
I think we can pass on it. I think I sent you some timestamps on the Discord. Should I open it up again?
Yeah, that's fine. If you've got timestamps for me, please, that would be great. That would be helpful. That would be great. Okay, because I don't have my Discord open because it was too distracting. All right. Sorry about that. I asked for your patience. All of you in the chat.
Yeah, hopefully you guys can talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Yeah, of course.
My computer's slow.
Yeah, so is mine. Sorry.
Running on hope.
Pardon me?
Okay. We're running on hope.
Yeah, we are. And in the case of my computer, it's running on fumes. Yeah. It's running on fumes. Okay. Let's put it this way. When I got this computer, I think DSL was still a thing. All right. Sorry about that. I asked for a bit of patience.
All right. So I got 1844 or around 840. 1840, sorry.
1840? Okay, we're not far. Whoops, a little too far back. All right, let's go.
She lives, right? She literally, like, Canada is notorious.
Oh, Canada.
Notorious, along with the U.S.
There we go, lecturing us about Canada again. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to make light. Sorry. Yeah.
It's okay. It's she's making it laughable. She's been turning it into a joke, so it's
okay. I apologize. I don't mean to make light of that.
No, you're good.
I can be impulsive too.
You good?
For industrialized and government control over the native lands. They barely have any of their heritage left.
Okay.
You read about this. It's not that hard.
This is where I got triggered.
Are you okay?
No. It's fine now. But I was really, really angry when I first heard that we barely have any of our heritage left. Because just because she doesn't see it doesn't mean we don't exist. The government, if the government had their way, we wouldn't have our heritage left. That was what they were trying to do. They were trying to assimilate us. They were trying to erase us. And because of the resilience and the strength of our people, we were able to preserve our culture through like dances, ceremonies, and like stories in our family. So, I don't know. Yeah, just fuck her for saying that.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree with that too. Reaper, do you have anything to add?
Neechie took the words right out of my mouth.
Hey. All right. Let's get
that's
to
all
it.
I really had to touch on. Those were that's all I have for education.
Huh. All right, let's soldier on.
Yeah.
Get glasses, Callie, if you can't read your
Girl,
chat.
this is why we love you.
Aw.
No one else is going to talk about this, which is why when I
No, we're talking about it. We're doing that now. But okay.
saw who tweeted. I think that was I think I actually saw that in my Twitter feed, and I quote tweeted it, and I'm like, which fucking stream was this? And I didn't even care if the stream was deleted or not, because Just Saying already had it. Who else is going to talk about this? Who else?
Who else?
Yes, who else? Well, we're talking about it because not the way that you may like, Callie. Neechie?
I just can't believe it. Here's another thing. The government, their intentions were to erase us so they could tell our story for us. So
Yeah.
I just think that's another adds another layer of irony to this whole thing.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Reaper, do you have anything to add?
Nope.
All right. All right.
Who
Yeah,
else?
speechless.
And I'd rather it be me, because I'm known for calling this shit out, especially Chantal's racism, especially Chantal's bigotry, especially her prejudice against numerous amounts of people, including myself, and including Charlie, right?
Fuck you and Charlie. Sorry. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. Don't apologize. Don't apologize. Look, I've already addressed this time and time again. You know, basically, the basic thing to summarize in one sentence, you poke a sleeping dog long enough, it's going to attack. But I'm not going to go into a whole diatribe about bullying because that's not really what today is about. Today we're doing things differently. But all this to say, and both of you've already addressed how you feel about being called racist because you disagree with them. And but if you have anything to add to this, please feel free to do so.
Yeah, I will. Fine for now.
All right.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So I don't give a damn. I really don't give a shit, because
Well, that's the first truthful thing you said all day, Callie.
whenever I do this, people want to drag me, say I'm race baiting.
You see, there you have it. She makes it about herself. This whole rigmarole, her videos from First Nations / Native American Native peoples, Indigenous peoples channels, a sad story about about an older man's life, and I don't know how she threads these things together. I get confused.
Yeah, she's like out of touch in reality. Like her thoughts just don't make sense. They're,
You know,
Makes sense.
there's something more going on. It's more than ignorance, I think.
You know, I'm glad I have you both on to help me out because I thought my confusion was a byproduct of my FTD. Because confusion happens with my
self-gaslighting.
confusion happens with my FTD, so I'm glad I have the both of you on to. Okay, I'm really glad. I want to thank you for having you both, and let's continue soldiering.
But if you really pay attention to what I do on my channel, I call this woman out for her behavior.
We don't really like paying attention to paying attention there right now, but we are. We're doing this because
Thanks,
because
Callie.
you're not a history teacher, Callie. Let's put it bluntly. You're not a history teacher. You're not Canadian. You're not even Native or First Nations. There we go.
And whenever she's racist, bigoted, hateful towards any walk of life, I call it out. I just so happen to know this.
And I call it out when you're behaving in a very problematic way or you're giving gross misinformation. How do you like them apples? And today, I have very special guests to help me with that. to help me with that, because I, despite the fact that I do read newspapers, I am not going to pretend to claim that I understand the firsthand experience of a First Nations person or Native Americans, which is why I asked Neechie, and then at last minute have Reaper Girl to come on to discuss, because I'm not going to pretend I know something I don't. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I just want to explain like why she's getting why there's the race baiting narrative going on around her. It's because she's calling out racism and she's not taking the next step, like opening a conversation. And to do that, you have to educate yourself. And she's not willing to do that because she's not willing to listen, because she doesn't care about anybody but herself. So
No, exactly.
just to clear up any confusion that she may have about that. She doesn't get it, so, and she won't listen to my comments. She won't read my comments. So
yeah, and that's how this pretty much started, you know, and that's when I had the idea to offer you a platform over at my place, you know, to say what they ignored you or what they tried to punt off the curb, right?
Yeah, and she totally blocked me. She even found my Instagram account and blocked me.
Really? She went that far?
Not that far,
Yes,
huh?
She's stalking me, girl.
I don't even know why. I don't even know why she blocked me. I've never talked to her.
I find that odd,
she
you
blocked
know?
me because of the company I keep.
I find that odd. She claims here she is claiming we got to listen to them and educate ourselves and all that.
I never mentioned the company I keep or Chantal or anything in our comments either. So
no, exactly. And no, I understand what you're saying. You were, you know, and here she is, the girl that says we've got to listen to everybody and all this, that, and the other thing. And she goes ahead and blocks the both of you.
Yep.
oh, death. Nova dogpiled on me too not too long ago. So
Oh, really? About what?
oh geez, just criticizing something. Somebody was it was about negs. She made it about negs.
Oh, of course, it always is.
Yeah.
What about
That's why
next?
she turned on me, and now I'm ignorant. Now I'm racist. When before she seemed pretty open minded towards my opinions. It's funny.
Ah, yeah. Well, good times. How times have changed. Oh, how times have changed. Yeah. Oh God, what a mess.
That people of color
Oh, here we go.
and people of Jewish descent
Oh, Jews.
and people
Jews. I should have brought my ex-partner on. Damn. Dang, I should have brought my ex-partner on. My ex-partner is Jewish. Okay.
of different backgrounds tend to be her subject, and that I have a fucking problem with that.
I have a lot of problem of pretty much most everything you say, dear. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty whack.
I just have a slight I have a huge problem with that. So I don't really give a shit. I really don't. Especially today, after the fucking day I've had, I could give a shit less. Because the people who give a shit about this message are in my chat, and the people who catch up on this and understand where I'm coming from will catch up. I could give a shit less.
I'm not in your chat.
What?
Well, it's just there are some people who get it right in her chat. They have their hearts in the right place.
Fair enough.
Again, I don't think that a lot of them are native, or they just read the top news articles. It seems to be like what I gather from what I've seen. I've seen no native perspective shared. And again, mine are being censored. So I wonder how many others are being censored. I know that I sent this to the natives that I know. She thought I was like threatening to send the anti-community after her, but it was just like sending it to my cousins basically.
Good grief.
I've never seen any of those comments show up, so she's pretty interesting.
Wow. Huh.
I will continue to call this woman out. I will continue to call any.
Yes, because never mind that you have a fiance and you have a job and you have this real life that you have, but heaven help us. But your preoccupation is to come on screen and start shrieking and make every little problem, every little societal ailment about you, dear. Oh,
Or Chantal.
that too.
Anyone out who displays this behavior, especially on the day in, day out basis. And guess who has a really extensive history of displaying this behavior?
I can't wait.
Who is it?
Who is it? Come on,
Continue.
give us the answer. Oh, here we go. All right. She's going back to this man. Do you want to continue? Do you want to hear a little bit of what this man says, or do you want to pass over it? It's up to you.
I can't really remember a lot of what I seen. I skipped over a lot of it. It just seemed pretty
Alright.
sickening. But for the purpose of this video, since it's pretty on topic and we're talking about the serious stuff anyways, I guess it wouldn't be as much of a problem.
All right. Well, we'll play a little bit of what he says and see how she reacts to it. Okay.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you all for listening. Okay.
All right.
I tried to move on to I wanted to move on, you know, so. And then I went home and then my mom was there and she put me on placement with
Okay. All right. And that was the put on placement within this man's generation. That happened here in the form of residential schools. And the comment here on the screen, it says recently
I wonder why she
Canada.
highlighted that comment for this video. Weird choice.
I beg your pardon?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just saying that it was a weird comment to highlight for that video. That hey girl comment.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was too. And this one says, recently Canada has been in the news regarding the mass graves found of First Nations children sent to the schools. Schools meaning the residential schools. Okay. And the Canadian residential schools closed in the 1980s, which is true, and the 1990s. Yeah, they were in the news because mass graves of these children were found. That's why they've been in the news. And, yeah. Do you have anything to add?
Thinking of them as more of like murder scenes, crime scenes, rather than mass graves.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would agree. Thank you. All right. Do you have anything else to add, Neechie?
No,
To this
I
particular.
don't really have a problem with that comment.
All right. Fair enough.
This is exactly what I was looking for right here. Thank you on my song. Recently, Canada has been in the news regarding the mass graves found of First Nations children sent to the schools. The boarding schools this man is speaking of, it takes 2 seconds to do your fucking research. To know.
Callie, you can say the same about you. You don't do your research either, do you? And trust me, I have a lot of links I'm going to be adding in the description later on that Neechie Moose was kind enough to provide for me. And I'm going to put those all in the description box below so you can all peruse at your leisure. You know, you don't, Callie, you don't do your homework. Teacher that doesn't do their homework. What kind of an example does that set? Oh.
Your pajama pants. Oh my god.
Oh, anyway. Okay.
About the trials and tribulations of the Native Indigenous people, right? And so while Chantal, because
The Native Indigenous people.
Chantal tends to want ass pats and
So do you. So do you.
sympathy. And
Yeah, so do
thinks that
you.
by
So do you.
clickbaiting addiction, thinks that by clickbaiting domestic abuse, thinks that by clickbaiting all these trials of her life, she
And you clickbaited having slept with a member of the Aryan Brotherhood. Your point?
And all those things that Chantal is, clickbaited about. Callie's right next to her. Like, she's clickbaiting right along with her. And those are all
Yeah.
issues that are faced by disproportionately by Native people. So
Exactly.
again, it's just
Yeah, I know. It must be exhausting being Callie. I know. Must be exhausting.
He wants ass pats.
Yeah, so do
For
you.
the same things that people struggle with, but yet her struggle somehow is more important than others. There has never been a sense of
And you tend to make your struggles more important than others, including that man you just had on your screen, Callie. Anybody have anything to add?
no, not yet.
All right.
community with Chantal. She's always been for herself.
So are you.
So before you dehumanize someone for similar struggles,
Oh boy.
right?
Um,
Because okay, that woman, she may have been an alcoholic, but she wasn't over there doing all the drugs.
You don't know that. For number one, you don't know that. You don't know that. But anyways, anything to add?
sorry, what was she saying about? Was she dissing Chantal for using drugs? I didn't
No,
hear that
she was saying Chantal was dissing that woman in those shorts, of those now defunct shorts, of using drugs. She was slamming
Okay.
Chantal for saying that that woman was using drugs. I just simply said we really don't know what this woman was doing.
Yeah, and even so, that's what she's doing to Chantal. Again, everything that she's accusing her of is like this is exactly what she's doing, except
Yeah, exactly.
to a more oppressed minority group.
TCC,
Sorry, I
sometimes
wouldn't
I
be oppressed
can't.
Olympics in this case.
You know, with a lot of these SJWs, you're not offended if I use the term SJW, are you? Are you offended by the term SJ if I use the term SJW?
Me?
Yeah.
By SJW. I guess that makes me one. No, not.
Okay. No, it's because I noticed with a lot of these SJWs, they will go backwards in trying to pretend that they're empathetic. Now, look, empathy is good. Don't get me wrong. Empathy is good. But sometimes it goes so far as to be infantilizing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a different opinion, please jump in with it.
I think it's important to be empathetic, but also like face realities and not just feel sorry for people, but like address the issue or have a conversation on how you want to address the issue. Because otherwise you're still promoting the stigma.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Like you mentioned, you mentioned earlier in the video about addiction, and you provided some, what were some causes about the addiction problems. And what I've noticed, like a lot of SJWs, they tend to want to shove that by the wayside, which I don't think solves any problems either. Do you want to solve an addiction problem amongst this group or any group for that matter? Or do you just want to say, you just want to use them as your poster children, for lack of a better term? I apologize if I offended you with that term.
No.
Okay, I apologize.
Term? I don't know.
Pardon me?
Is that an offensive term, poster child? I don't know. It's I have a lot of criticisms about the left myself. So
You do,
yeah.
I do too. I do too. And I am left leaning, so.
Mm-hmm.
But the SJWs, I find, anyways. But then the only reason I'm bringing that up is because this is what Callie is doing. She's making this woman who did those videos sound like a saint, who was this saintly woman, and she was anything but.
Yeah, she doesn't know her.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, trust me when I say it was quite racy. Like Kaya Simon's life reacted to those videos, but she did not play them because she said it could shut her channel down. And
Okay.
yeah, Kaya Simons did a couple of nights ago react to them. She did not play them on her screen because, don't want to get the channel taken down. And yeah, she showed that like it was anything but.
I
catching
only heard like a
gonorrhea.
little bit of
And
it.
that's
Sounds pretty rank.
You saw a little bit of it. What was your impression?
It was rank. I don't know. I couldn't even play most of it because it was just like, I'll just check it out later, and I didn't
Right.
get a chance to. It was too much.
Yeah.
Blacking out or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it would. I think it's a bit much for a lot of people, to be honest. And like I said, I'm surprised that YouTube left it up as long as they did, to be honest.
that woman, surely I can almost guarantee she was not live streaming about it on my Ty's live streams repeatedly, day in, day out. Unfortunately, Nadir's ex lost her life.
I saw on the forums that she didn't. I don't know. Okay.
Due to a struggle with existing. And so before people come and try to come to Chantal's defense, remember this woman wants ass pats for the same shit she puts other people down for. Okay? She wants ass pats. Right?
Okay, as I pointed out today, we're not really here to defend Chantal, so to speak. We're more here to correct Callie's misinformation.
Yeah, purely here to pick up the slack.
Exactly. And we're here, we're here to provide a voice that Callie stifles. That's what we're here for today. So we're not going to get into a whole diatribe of defending Chantal here. But like I said, I just am pointing out that Callie didn't do her homework. And that includes to the referral of Nader's ex or whoever the hell she was.
Yeah, the Queen of Receipts didn't check out the receipts.
Exactly.
Residential schools closed in the 1980s and the 1990s.
Yeah, we know. We know.
This is true. And yes, Canada's been all in the news with this, along with the US too as well. So thank you so much on that song.
Okay, but I'm still not getting why she's deciding to thread this tragic history, this tragedy in her history, with reacting to Chantal spurging off as a scorned woman.
Or
I'm not getting the thread.
And why didn't she put on pants before she did this? At least, I don't know. Why didn't she do anything?
I know. You're right.
Thank you. Chantal couldn't be more uninformed and ignorant. I highly agree, Catchy. I highly.
And the same could be said about you.
Jeez. Get glasses.
What did you say?
She needs to get glasses.
Yeah.
Missionaries came around to our home to where that they were sort of like recruiting or whatever the heck you would call it, They wanted some people to, little kids to go to school on placement program, LDS. Anyway, I went to school down in Rinsey, Pima, Fort Thomas, and Thatcher, way down in the southern area of the state, in Arizona.
Maybe we can skip ahead a little bit.
Want me to skip? You want me to skip or you want me to run it through?
Yeah, perhaps we can just skip a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, here we go.
This guy does not deserve to be associated with Callie, man.
No, he does not. And that's kind of leaving a bad taste in my mouth, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Like those tall buildings,
Oh, hang on. The 9 Lives of Sandy. My channel is dedicated to bringing attention to missing Indigenous people from the reservation I live close to. These poor people, society seems to never address the epidemic. There's no argument with that comment. Not from me, anyway. No argument with that. What?
No argument there.
No, I'm not going to, no, there's no argument.
None here.
Hi, man, Live Sandy. Thank you for being here. Life Free Spirit, my channel is dedicated to bringing attention to missing Indigenous people from the reservation I live close to. These poor people, society seems to never address the epidemic. Thank you, man, Live Sandy. You guys go ahead. I understand that she's one of my members. Go ahead and subscribe to her. Sandy, if you want to link your channel in my chat, I can go ahead and I can pin you. And I see you all the time. So I appreciate you not only sharing that information about your channel, but being a part of this chat to continue it. Okay.
Okay, are we going to stop gushing over our friend?
Highly important. Let me see. They have been traumatized and neglected, so it made them more susceptible to addiction.
And that's usually how addiction works, not just with First Nations or Indigenous, but with anybody. Right? Like I said, if I'm wrong about anything.
I saw a comment below her video there.
I beg your pardon?
No, I just wanted to add to it. I don't see anything wrong with this comment. I'd just like to add to it that I saw a comment underneath that said they were uncomfortable with the idea of this person saying that they were more susceptible to addiction due to genetics. As you know, they said, I don't like the idea of telling a Native person that they have bad genes that made them susceptible to addiction or something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing. But that's true, though. We didn't have access to addictive substances until the settlers arrived, right? So our bodies don't process those addictive substances the same way. And again, that's a result of colonization. So
Right. Okay.
Just wanted to say that in case that to that person that was in that comment section, that it's really not that offensive. It's just a fact.
Yeah. Okay.
They've been traumatized and neglected, and it made them more susceptible to addiction. Meanwhile, we got Chantal. Oh, ooh, poor victim.
Here we go.
Aspen, I feel bad for me. Oh my God. My problems matter more than anything.
Oh my God. And you act the same way. I swear to God. Chantal has a whole penthouse suite. Some people rent spaces in people's brains. Chantal rents a whole penthouse suite in Callie's brain. Okay.
Anyone else, and there are, what do I always say? There are hundreds, if not thousands, of people who struggle the exact same way.
Yep.
Millions, probably.
Millions, yeah.
Right.
Sandy, I'm looking for your link. I'm gonna try and look out for it in my chat here. It's just sometimes like in StreamYard shit gets lost and I don't want to miss that. So if you link that, I can try to catch it. But yeah.
Okay, here we go again.
Stories.
I'm gonna pass over him because I really, honestly, I don't like that key.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Channels and anything like that. You guys know I always will pin you and all that. I don't mind, right? I'm just making sure you're here to listen and absorb the message, right?
Oh God.
Right, exactly. Numb the pain, right? Where we have Chantal who romanticizes addiction. We all have witnessed
addiction. I don't think Chantal romanticizes addiction at all.
No. And there are people on YouTube who do.
Mm-hmm.
Or they glorify it. There are people on YouTube who do.
Yeah, Hannah Monjo, for example.
Yep. And who else? MFW and her alcoholism for another. There are plenty of other examples of that. People who do that on the platform. But here's the thing, and I'll bring back this argument. You're accusing her. Let's say she is, and everybody's free to their opinion. let's assume Chantal is romanticizing her own addictions. Let's just assume for 1 second that's exactly what's happening. Callie, how does that put you on the moral high ground? You making money and playing her videos of her romanticizing her addiction. How does that work? How do you square that?
I think she's got an addiction herself to her, like, to internet attention.
Yep.
So I mean, the internet kind of affects your brain the same way that any other addiction would.
I think that's a thing too. I mean, you know, we see people all the time, you know, they're glued to their phones, you know, even if they're in the company of other people, there they are with their phones. And yeah, I've seen that. I mean, I saw a picture of a friend's it was a Christmas dinner at a restaurant, large group at one long table. And the sad thing about that picture is everybody had their faces glued into a phone. It was weird.
Variations of people who struggle with addiction, and we have seen their perils and how they really don't romanticize or glamorize it, right? Right? But yet it's okay for Chantal to earn ass pats for this.
Sorry?
What does that mean, though? Romanticizing addiction. What does she mean? Like, I would like for her to define it, if it's a thing.
I don't think she defines it. Does she mean glorifying? Would that be the better term for it? I don't know.
And what's the difference between people who do and who don't romanticize or glorify addiction?
Yeah. I mean, is it anybody that talks? And we've seen, you know, and let's get out of social media for a bit. Let's go, you know, to times without social media back before. People write books. They write books about their own experience with addiction all the time. And a lot of them are bestsellers. There are movies about people who suffer from addiction or other kind of trauma or illness. And again, you know, these are movies and people make money from that as well. Is it romanticizing or glorifying? No, I don't think so.
It seems to be that she uses that accusation against people that she doesn't like who are addicts. And
yeah, I would think so too. I would think so too. I'm gonna let's go to the chat because I haven't seen them in a while. Hey, Jackalope. Welcome to Straight Talkin' Fedora Check. I don't think we've seen you here. Yeah, again, I apologize. I'm not really paying much attention to all of you. Okay, I really apologize for that. I know I'm usually more interactive with you, even when I'm reacting to videos. Okay, here we go. All right. Here we go. Scott brings a good point. She should have given her super chats and money off this video to charity. Good point, Scott.
Yeah.
I'll bet she kept all those super chats. I'll bet she kept all those super chats. Yeah.
What did she say again? Making money off the backs of these people?
Pardon me?
Here's the comment. She said the government was making... She gives more of a fuck about making money off the backs of these people. Because I believe what the quote is. So...
Yeah, no, that's what Scott's comment is, in case you can't see it. It says she should have given her super chats and money off this video to charity. Once again, for those joining in, I mentioned at the top of this video, I did not monetize this stream. I did not set monetization. It will remain demonetized. Yeah, the super chat button is there, but that's only because of a technical problem. The last time I did that, I took it out. It took me 2 days to try to get it back. Okay, and I really don't feel like playing technician. But please, today, refrain from super chats. You know, refrain from super chats. I got one earlier with somebody decided to pay $1.99 just to tell me our rest in peace. But that's yeah, exactly. But moving right along. Okay, Death. Callie is an RJW, racial justice warrior. She doesn't care about anything else regarding social matters. Excellent point, Death. She does not care. She likes to scream and screech about it. What was she actually doing about it? Okay. To be fair, I don't know
what she's doing.
Yeah, I don't know what she does in real life. But the thing is, she's always either on Twitter or on YouTube. I don't know. Okay, here we go. I don't think Callie cares about how people are treated. She's only speaking out to look good. Yeah, exactly, Christina. AJ. Callie has been very offensive when it comes to people with ED bulimic. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm an actual farmer in real life, and I still can't navigate kiwi farms. It is a learning curve, I'll admit. It took me a while to learn how to find various threads in kiwi farms. Okay, so it was a learning curve. Steph, the projection makes me seriously nauseous. I hear you, Steph. I hear you. Her Martin Luther King she did an impression. Really, Steph? She did that? Made it apparently. Yeah, okay. Callie has never done her homework. Nope, she hasn't. Does anyone know why Chantal turned on Negs recently? Okay, I don't really want to discuss that this stream. I don't want to lose focus of what we're doing here today. I certainly can do it in another video, although I confess I'm not comfortable doing so. I mean, if there is that much of a request for it, I'll consider it. I'll consider, no promises, doing it. But to be honest, I'm not comfortable with doing it and devoting an entire video to that. Okay? But if that's something, maybe I'll do something on my community tab. I'll write something on my community tab, and then it'll be one and done. I think I might go that route. J. Kim, well, isn't that a big surprise? Queen of Receipts did not fact check. No, she did not. Yeah, true, Christina. AJ, she's never going to go against the reaction channel. That's her bread and butter. Referring to Chantal. Yeah, that's true. That's true. This is so bad. Why does she combine Canada and U.S. issues? They are different issues. Fuck, she makes me mad. Yeah, she makes us mad too. I mean, yes, there are issues between American Native peoples and Canadian First Nations that kind of dovetail, but
different governments, different histories.
Yeah, exactly. Different laws, yeah. You know. Precisely. She's not informed. No, she's not. But we know how they love to think they know more about Canada than us Canadians. Let's remember that. Steph, wow, she is literally living her best pressure life. Preacher, I think she meant to say preacher. Life up there behind her screen with people in the chat all gassing her up. Oh, no doubt that people in Callie's chat are like, kind of gassing her up. Come on, Callie, go, girl. You do. No doubt. She should have read the entire 500-page summary doc on truth and reconciliation here in Canada and summarized it if she wanted to make a video on this so badly.
Yeah.
Absolutely rude.
I agree. And that's like kind of why most of the links that I provided, the links that I wanted to provide are like mostly PDFs. If you look up like historical trauma or residential schools, I mean, the best informations are found on the PDFs on Google. Don't go to the government websites. They lie.
Yeah. Like I said, I will put all those links that Neechie was kind enough to provide. I will put link them all in a pinned comment or in the description box once we jump off, and you'll be able to read all that at your leisure. Okay. But yeah, she's right. And the other thing I might add, and feel free to disagree with me, Neechie and Reaper, feel free to disagree with me. I would add to say, if this subject meant so much to Callie, do a separate video on it. Don't incorporate it in a reaction to Chantal.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it could be that I'm not much better because we're reacting to Callie while talking about the issue. But.
Well, we have to now. She opened the can of worms.
Yeah, exactly. No, I understand. I understand what we're saying. I'm just putting the question out there is all. Mm-hmm. Okay, the 9 Lives of Sandy has her own channel. Oh, is she really deaf? Okay, I had no idea who this woman was. Thank you. Okay, you're checking out her channel now, AJ. Okay, right on. Jackalope, truth, true, but that would take actual work and research. Something Callie is not adept with. No, she ain't. Steph, I'm not sure how much more I can stand of the projection. Okay, we'll try. All right. Don't worry, Steph. She gets shut down for privacy violation soon. That's true. She does, but YouTube did reinstate the video. I am playing the video right off her channel, so I'm not committing a privacy violation. At least I hope I'm not. Okay. She's there to listen, LMAO, yet she never listens. No, she doesn't. She doesn't. I'm assuming he's Jack. You're referring to Callie there. I'm assuming.
I'll be right back.
What?
I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. Okay. There wasn't a single person with binge eating issues on YouTube that makes it look glamorous. Yeah, I mean, that's another debate for another. That's certainly another debate for another time. But I'm inclined to agree with you, Steph. I think. But again, that's another. Well, maybe make a avocado does. Yeah, but again, that's another video for another time. It would be an interesting topic, but we're not going to touch that today. Okay. It's one thing to monetize off your own addiction. It's a whole other thing to monetize off other people's addiction. Exactly, Steph. And this is largely a problem personally I've had with Hater Nation all this time. They keep claiming that her and Amber Lynn monetize off their addictions, but they're monetizing off their addictions. Yeah. Binge eating disorder is absolutely, yeah, it is. It is. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Steph. I'm sorry, Steph. You're a lurker, Jack. That's fine. That's fine. You're good. Apart from having an addiction to Nashies and Lakma, Chantal is the clinical definition of an exhibitionist. Sorry, easy for me to say. And I just don't mean the flashing stuff. Her live is only valid if someone is watching. Excellent point, Def.
Mm-hmm.
That's an excellent point. Okay.
No, she's no different from her critics, I don't think.
No. It's called slacktivism. People who only act like an activist on social media for that dopamine hit. And that is largely a problem I have with SJWs from many people who are on the left, to the point where I feel they have hijacked the left, like the older generations of the left. I mean, personally for me, and I've said this before, instead of crying in my cornflakes over my keyboard, I actually get stuff. I represented my union, for instance. I represented my union. I attended many protests. Yeah, even those that were illegal to do so. I was a member of a collective kitchen, in one of Montreal's poorer neighborhoods. Anyways, this is not sorry about that. I shouldn't have gone off like that. I
don't mind at all.
Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. But I just wanted to.
I have my criticisms too. It's just it's irritating how it's all about identity politics when it doesn't matter, and then when it does enter the conversation, they just drop the ball. When you talk about politics, it should be about policy and action.
Well, that's what I did. And I used to do political commentary. I had a whole political blog, and I had other bloggers too. It actually gained quite a following. It was called Sister Sage's Musings, and it gained quite a following. And I had a lot of talented writers too that contributed. And that's basically what we did. We wrote about policy. We wrote about history to sort of explain the current political culture, whatever that was at that day. Yeah, you're right. It's exactly it. We need an HNN update. It's what we need. We need Belinda.
Edit this.
What?
I would love to see Belinda edit this.
Yeah, Belinda. I don't know if you're watching. Belinda, I don't know if you're watching, but yeah, you can feel free to edit this if you like. Yes, little boots. It's about her cat and missing people. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, Unprotected Lex. Good to see you. It's been a while. All right, let's go, Callie. Let's preach it, sister. Teach us more, because we're obviously so ignorant.
And dehumanize others for struggling the same, because her issues matter more. The ignorance of this woman, especially because.
Are you talking about yourself or Chantal? I'd really like to know. Okay.
You know, it's really only been 2 damn weeks, really, since she gave the Hitler salute. And then this is how you follow it up 2 weeks later.
I'll admit, I missed that one too. Okay, I confessed, ever since Chantal has gone this dark path, I have not been watching many of her live streams because I just don't want to see that.
She didn't do the Hitler salute. She like waved funny.
All right. Thank you. Because I'm going to trust you, because like I said, to be honest, I have not been watching much of Chantal lately.
Yeah. It's another thing that doesn't matter.
What?
It's just another thing that happened that doesn't even matter. Whatever.
Okay. Fair enough.
There's nothing you can tell me about Chantal. Dude.
Oh, no?
Especially when I've been calling this shit out for years. Right?
Calling the shit out or nitpicking, bullying, reacting to her. But anyways, like I said, this is just a comment I'm throwing out there. We're not going to dwell on that piece.
She knows what she's doing at this point.
I actually don't. When she's mad and impulsive like that, I don't even think she knows what she's doing. I really don't. But if anybody has a differing opinion, of course, as usual, feel free to express it. All right.
No, I agree.
Yeah. I think I think Chantal is impulsive, and when she gets impulsive, she gets I can't find the appropriate word at the moment, but
well, she's an addict. That's the it's part of the illness, right? Like lack of judgment. So
yeah, I would agree. I mean, when I back in my old days, back in my heyday of addiction, I can't say that my behaviors were not impulsive. In fact, my behaviors were more impulsive than anything else. So,
mm-hmm.
I don't think I knew what I was doing or saying half the time. Looking back, because sometimes, I don't think so. But that's just me.
No, I've had my own struggles with addiction too. So
yeah, okay. So you would know about the topic of addiction as well.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we brought you on. I'm glad.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here.
Callie, what is this? What is this? No, I don't want an OnlyFans thing.
What drink do you go to usually? Vodka or vodka? Right. Yeah, importer. Yeah, vodka seems.
Do you want to? Okay, I don't think this interview is going to have much prohibitive value for what we're doing. Okay.
Yeah. I'm through with my notes. I really have no interest in watching this poor guy.
Okay. Yeah. No. I passed over him. Nancy P. I think that's the lady you had you had issues. You were trying to reply to, Neechie.
Sorry.
Is this Nancy P. woman that the one you were trying to reply to but got ignored or cut?
I can't remember their usernames. All I remember is the.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
I don't think all Canadians are racist. Just like not all Americans are racist.
No, just those of us who disagree with you. But yeah, just those of us who disagree with you. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do you have anything to add?
No, we can just watch
Yeah.
It's highly important. Again, especially with the entire race baiting narrative that gets spun.
Oh, here we go again.
Because I will call shit out the most. Right? I never fucking said all Canadians are racist. I've never fucking said.
Well, maybe not. Thank you, though. No, again, but I'll say again, just those of us who disagree with you.
You called a lot of people racist, like at this point, you might as well have called everybody racist.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you might as well, I mean,
I'm fucking racist now. Oh, that's going to get clipped, but
yeah, it probably
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it probably will. You racist, you. But yeah, it probably will.
Oh, well.
But thank you for feeling so charitable to Canadians. Callie, thank you so much. I was looking for that validation today.
All Americans are racist. I never fucking said all white people are racist. I never fucking said all black people are racist. If we pay attention to the content and
Yeah, you should take your own advice.
pay attention to my patterns.
Oh, we gotta pay attention to you, not everything else out there in real life.
I wish I never knew this woman. I don't want to, like, I wish I didn't have to pay attention to her. But she, like, brought up the one thing she shouldn't have with me, so.
Yes. Pay attention to me. Never mind. Don't look over there. Don't look over there. Don't look over there. Squirrel. No. Squirrel. No. Ugh.
God, now I'm squirrely.
It must be exhausting being Callie. It must be exhausting.
I think she's having fun with it. I don't know. I don't really feel that bad for her.
Of behavior
No, me
when
either.
calling shit out. I think I'm
Oh,
calling
boy.
out a very specific individual's racism,
Martyr complex.
right? I think I'm
Yes, while we watch Callie. Let's cue in the old Rolling Stones tune, the 19th Nervous Breakdown. Anybody know? Probably was from the 60s, the old early, or maybe the early 70s, old early Rolling Stones from the album Let It Bleed. Before, Let It Bleed. From that album. 19th Nervous Breakdown. I feel like queuing it in. I feel like it, but I can't copyright. Slap the copyright if I did that, but I feel like queuing it in. It's just Callie's 19th Nervous Breakdown.
calling out specific individuals' ignorance.
Yeah, but why can't we call out your ignorance? Oh, wait a minute. We're doing that already. Okay. Whether you like it or not, we're doing it.
Prejudice, bigotry,
Uh-huh.
and I do so
Kim
with
Jong-un of
receipts,
YouTube.
which is exactly
What?
The Kim Jong-un of YouTube. That's so bond.
Oh, yeah.
why I started this live stream with that clip of Chantal dehumanizing Nadir's ex, saying she was an alcoholic Native woman. So, but I have Native friends. You have no friends, Chantal. Period.
You
Neither
don't
do
have
you.
Native friends either, though. Where are your friends? Ugh,
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I wouldn't
Exactly.
be friends with her.
Good God.
Period.
Uh-huh. Come on, Callie, say something.
She's just making it
Come on, Callie, get to the point. I'm dying of old age here.
clear that she's not talking about everyone as a whole. Period. Period. But I'm happy Nancy said
What did you say?
Oh, nothing.
No, go.
Oh, she just keeps saying period.
Yeah.
And it's just, she didn't even say anything in the first place. I don't know. I
something.
keep saying that. I'm at a loss for words.
Well, she's making it up as she goes
And
along.
I brought up all of my points, so I'm just speechless now.
Oh, dear. She has that effect.
Because that unfortunately that message gets misconstrued, especially when
God, I'm so dying to play a Rolling Stones album right now. I am so dying to play a Rolling Stones album.
the discussions of me come about, right? Oh, Callie is race baiting. Oh,
I love this. Theater, and the Oscar goes to. Oh no, we shouldn't say Oscar. That's the name of Belinda's dog. But you know what? I don't know. I don't know how Belinda would feel, but Belinda should clip this and then make a trophy, like something, and put it on her, a picture of her dog's head. And the Oscar goes to. Just an idea, Belinda, if you're watching. And the Oscar goes to.
Callie is a true racist. Y'all see that bullshit on my goddamn community tab right now? Callie is racist against white folks.
Nobody said. Oh my god. Okay. Some people say that actually.
Okay.
I'll give her that one, but
All right.
not everybody.
God.
Most people
No.
aren't. She's focusing on the
Yeah, exactly.
bigger picture.
She is.
Are you a fucking ignoramus or no?
Ignoramus reporting for duty.
If we pay attention to the content,
If we pay
I
attention,
call
class.
out the patterns.
Now I need a ruler to snap
Pay
onto a
attention
desk.
to the content, not the problems.
Yeah.
And behaviors of Chantal.
Oh no, it's the psychologist, Callie, the psychologist.
Right?
Oh god.
Right?
Right.
I know that the Nikata video was late, but what he did is heinous. Clickbaiting him saying the N-word, even though he didn't say it. That is.
I haven't kept up with Nikocado in months, to be honest. So I don't know what he did recently. Does anybody know?
Seen him on Charlie's channel.
Pardon me?
Critical. Charlie. Forget what his name
Yeah.
is. From Critical's channel. He spoke
That
about
was
him
a while
and
back,
that
though,
got
wasn't
blown out
it?
of proportion, but it's pretty funny.
That was a while back when he did his little thing, a spiel on Charlie Gold. That was a long time ago. Like I said, it's been months since I
Oh
followed.
no, Charlie from Charlie from Critical.
Oh,
They're the same guy.
sorry. I thought because he did do a spiel about Charlie Gold a long time ago.
Yeah, he's doing he's doing a spiel about the other Charlie now, like the gamer side of YouTube.
Oh,
Or,
okay.
He's another commentary channel actually. But,
Oh, okay. Well, no, like let's put it this way: Nicocado's clickbaity thumbnails with him eating a large meal with wearing a CPAP mask.
yeah, he's manufacturing
pretty much.
drama. So
I have not watched him in months.
That is monetizing racism. I don't give a fuck how you put it. That's
Then do a video on Nicocado Avocado.
what that is. And I understand it's taking me a while to drag him. I'm dealing with things personally. That's been a while.
No, because Chantal is taking up the space in your brain in order.
Chantal and her gonorrhea. So weird. That's such a weird thing to be obsessed with.
I know. I mean, yeah, is there anything to critique about Chantal talking on camera about social diseases? Absolutely. But fuck, you guys are obsessed with it and you're on Twitter, all over breaking Twitter with this. Again, how does that put you on the moral high ground, or how does that make you less weird? How does that make you less weird? You know? I mean, God.
I'm in a fucking mood.
Mood!
But I'm never in too much of a mood to come on here.
Careful, Callie. If you put too many O's on that, you're going to be added to the collection of Kiwi Farms lolcows. Oh, wait a minute. I think that already happened.
Too late.
Too late. Yeah, that ship sailed. Yeah, sorry. As you were, Callie. As you were.
And read
It's a great thread,
Chantal's
too.
ignorance real quick,
So-
or anyone else's. Right?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Wrong.
Yeah, he on his Patreon, in fact. So what Nikocado did.
Oh, okay. Nicocado. Okay, I'm going to skip over the
He did his
Nicocado
last
stuff,
thing.
if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. I don't have
Yeah.
much to say on that guy.
You have any? Yeah, I don't either. Nicocado Avocado usually deserves his own video, so
yeah.
we'll skip over that. Nicocado. Is there any other timestamps? We're right now at 41:29.
Oh, I'm
Is there
through
any
mine.
timestamps after that?
I think we're near the end of what I wanted to watch too. I think after this it's just derailed.
Or
completely.
Callie 19th
Flashbacks
nervous
and-
breakdown. Okay. No, if you've got any more timestamps, we're at 41:29. If you
No,
got
I
any,
think I don't have any more timestamps after this. Or
all right.
yeah, mine are all done.
All right. I'm going to stop this reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stop this reaction, and I'm going to devote more time to you to the chat. Okay. And I apologize if I ignored you in the chat more than usual. I really apologize for that. But yeah. All right.
Same. Sorry,
Okay, I'm
guys.
back.
My computer's really slow.
Mine is too. Okay. Hey, Rowan. Welcome to the shit show. Good to see you here, Rowan. All right. Okay. All right. So here we go. Unprotected Lex. Super behind on what happened with Callie and First Nations issues. I will have to rewatch when this is over. Oh yeah, absolutely. Please do. Lex, I'm going to try and put some timestamps when I'm done, and I should have those a couple of hours after whenever I jump off later this evening. But yeah, please do. Absolutely. I'm going to have links for you to read at your own leisure if you are interested. That Neechie was kind enough to provide, and I want to thank Neechie for all that hard work in providing that for us. Okay, death. Protests are
My
becoming a thing of the
pleasure.
past. I'm sorry?
I just said my pleasure. I was happy to do it.
Oh, well, thank you. See, we did our homework. Well, no, Neechie did the homework for this stream, okay? Neechie did do her homework.
Even I fact check.
Yes, exactly. Protests are becoming a thing of the past. People need to realize that sitting there waffling on about issues that don't achieve shit, and by the time you want to change it, you won't be allowed to. Excellent point, Death. Yeah, very excellent point. Christina, it wasn't even similar to a Hitler salute. They are so ignorant. Okay, yeah, that's what Nietzsche mentioned earlier, and I want to thank you for that. Like I said, because I honestly didn't see it. And I can't comment on things I don't see.
She kind of waved like Officer Doofy. It's just.
I beg your pardon?
She kind of waved like Officer Doofy from like Scary Movie. It's kind of what it reminded me of. So.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Pointless.
She doesn't know what she's doing. No, she don't, Jack. No, she don't. Okay, Nietzsche, you don't sound like how I thought you would. I don't think too many people do sound exactly how they think. Trust me. I mean, I watch a channel that I usually follow, and then I see or hear somebody for the first time on panel, and they sound completely different than how I envisioned. You know, but yeah. I hope that's a good thing, Rowan.
Yeah, like your little
You guys probably thought I would sound meaner.
Yeah, I hope that's a good thing, Rowan. What do you mean? You're behind Callie? Oh, little boots. Nietzsche, you're her favorite moose.
Aw, thank you.
There we go. I'm always impulsive, whether I'm in my addiction or not. It's just my thing. Exactly, Christina. Exactly. It's not like impulsive behavior is not a new thing, you know, and it's not just addicts that have impulsive behaviors. At the end of the day, we all do. When we get angry, we're about ready to snap, and then we let it all loose, and we let whatever words.
Yeah, we all do.
Huh?
Yeah, we all do. It's just a matter of coming correct when it.
Yeah,
when
it's part of
mess up. Really, that's all you can do.
exactly.
You're gonna make mistakes throughout life constantly. At least I do.
I think we all do. I think we all do. Look, we're you know, we're all flawed. At the end of the day, the human race, period, is flawed. We are all flawed. And impulsivity is just one of those things. And, you know, like, you know, when we're mad, we've had too much, or we're at the end of our rope, we're just going to say whatever the first word at the top of our head without thinking. Hence, you know, the definition, impulsivity by definition, you know. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Trad. This is a classic case of reverse racism. I'm inclined to agree with you there, Trad. What do you? But I'm going to let Nietzsche and Reaper. Nietzsche, go first.
Oh, I don't. Okay, I don't know if I believe in reverse racism. I think you could be prejudiced, but my idea of racism is like systematic,
Okay.
more oppressive.
Yeah.
And the effects of that. I think you can definitely discriminate against white people for being white. I don't know. I go back and forth. It's still something I'm figuring out. And now
Okay.
I'm open to the idea, at least. I used to not even entertain it. So.
Well, yeah, exactly. And, you know, all kinds, you know, people of all ethnicities also, you know, can be marginalized, you know. I mean, for instance, you know, anybody can be poor, anybody can be disabled.
There was also like the Holodomor and against Ukrainian people, and you know, it happens in Europe too.
You know, because the poor and the disabled are often discriminated against regularly. So, yeah. Okay. What does that mean? Unprotected Lex, what happened to her? What happened to our dear Callie? Anyways, leave a comment below if, yeah. Yep, bring it back to yourself, Callie. Exactly, little boots. Great job to everyone on panel. Oh, thank you, Tragic. Thank you. I apologize for all the tech issues we've been having, especially early in the stream. But like I said, I'm working with very old-ass equipment. Like I said, I think this computer dates back to when DSL was still a thing. You're losing brain cells, Steph. I'm sorry. Tips cap towards y'all. Oh, thanks, Trag. Thank you, Tragic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Except the squirrels are racist. That's right. That's right. The gray squirrels go after the black squirrels. No, sorry to make it flippant. Sorry to make light.
No, it's okay.
Next time.
I have a dark sense of humor.
Yeah, this is an example of my own impulsivity. Say the first joke that pops into my head, you know, oops, the gray and the black squirrels. Yeah. Okay, definitely I'm confused on all things, Callie. Twitter has me confused more than enlightened. Unprotected Lex, I don't think you're alone, to be honest. I think you're in good company. Oh, it's okay. It's yep, exactly, little boots. Little boots. Okay, unprotected Lex. Death says unprotected Lex. Callie is confused also, exactly. So don't worry about it. You'll get an entirely different version of her on Twitter. Yeah, more than likely. Steph, she's literally saying the same stuff over and over. There's literally nothing of substance. Nope, you're correct. You're correct. Death, you like Painted Black. Yeah, that's a great Rolling Stones song. Yeah. That's the most self-aware she's ever been. She is race baiting. Tragic says she is race baiting. She's so manipulative. She's had lighting by even mention it. Very true. Her impersonation voice is killing me. Well, that's what I thought, you know. It would be a great idea, you know, for Belinda. She cuts that clip out and then she does a Photoshop, you know, the picture of her dog and puts like a little award thing on it, you know, like Photoshop him with an award thing and say, here, and the Oscar goes to you. This idea. I don't know if Belinda will, yeah. I mean, yeah. Aye, Captain. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We already been through that. Yeah. We get sexual health from DC and our mental health from Callie. I know, Christina.
Oh, God. Did DC do that? Oh, my God.
Yeah, she did. It was absolute cringe. She did it in her last few streams.
Didn't she do that enough during the AIDS crisis? Jesus.
Yeah, I reacted to a DC media stream yesterday that she did on Saturday. And she was starting to really go into that. And then she did a stream last night. And I watched part of it because I was curious because I heard some people said they were talking about me. You know me, if they're talking about me, I'll tune in. And yeah. And
I haven't even caught up with everything that happened last night.
Yeah, but yeah, DC Media Girl was playing expert on STDs. Yeah.
Of course. Everything that Chantal does, she's there to step in and correct it.
Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, some people live in people's heads rent free. Okay, Chantal has an entire penthouse suite in Callie's brain. There's a whole penthouse suite. Okay. I'm not impulsive at all. I'm the opposite. If anything, I'm overly analytical and deliberate over every little thing. Right on, Def. I wouldn't be in Scotland if I wasn't impulsive. Oh, you see, here's one example. Huh?
So that's cool.
Yeah, here's one thing where it turned out well. Turned out well for Christina. She made a life.
What you were doing in Scotland.
Yeah.
What the story was.
Well, she made a life for herself, so that's awesome. I think that's awesome. I would love to make it. I would love to start a new life overseas. I would love to, yeah, I would really love to. I was thinking about going to try living short term in Amsterdam. My father is Dutch.
Oh,
and I'm feeling kind of a pull toward my Dutch roots, you know, and Amsterdam is a beautiful city.
I've never been. I want to. I've been to Germany, Switzerland, and Austria, and Liechtenstein.
Ah,
so
cool.
far. I'd like to go back. It's my favorite country.
I'd like to visit those places too. But if I can swing the money for next summer and my health is okay and I'm able to get a decent travel insurance, because that's going to be important, I'd like to try and swing that and visit those places while I'm there. That's what I would like to do. Yeah.
I would like to visit Ireland.
Ireland too. I'd like to visit. My mother is Irish. Get in touch with my Irish roots too. My mother always said, wherever I went wherever the wind blew me. Right on, Christina. And a lot of people are like that. Hey, a lot of writers wrote about it. Jack Kerouac, for one. He was one who wrote he was a man that was roaming and traveling, and he wrote books about it. Made it, yeah. LMAO DC did that. Did she put a condom on the banana or with her mouth? No, she was still on her rum punches or whatever that shit she drank. She was still on
Like,
that.
how much detail do they have to go into just to say keep it wrapped? You know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I missed that part. I don't know if she did that or not, because if she did, I missed it. All right. And here's the last one from Christina. She isn't. Oh God. And a bunch of puke emojis. Yeah. That's why I put the gags in there. Yep. Exactly. I packed up, moved to another country where no one knew me except the man I was chasing. Right on, Christina. Right on. And she got the dude. Yeah. So anyways, okay. So anyways, if I missed anybody, I apologize. And was there anything else in any of those links did you want me to react to, Neechie?
To react to, I just put the TED Talk was from Len.
Okay.
I forget his last name, but I heard him speak before. He's awesome. He's an Indigenous educator, anyways, and he talks about the connection between addiction and colonization and destigmatizing the subject, which is my biggest issue with Hater Nation, is the stigmatization of addictions. So if you guys want to check that out.
Yeah, we'll definitely
link. He covered a lot of what he said here too. But he does do a lot better job at it because he's trained in it. So
yeah, he's actually trained in it. He actually has expertise in the field. Okay. All right, let me go get it. Well, we're not going to react to the whole thing, I don't think, because we already been on for a while. But I'm willing to play the beginning part of it. It will be linked, so you'll be able to watch at your own leisure. If you're all good with that.
The clip that we watched in the beginning, I know it was a little bit echoey, but if you guys want to watch the whole documentary, it's called Eighth Fire by APTN. And they're an Indigenous, what's it called? An Indigenous network?
Yeah,
so,
they're television.
Yeah, and they cover, it's a documentary series about Native history in Canada and how we got from, having good relations to where it is today.
Yeah.
And explaining the racism.
Yeah, and the TED Talk video you just mentioned is Decolonizing Substance Use and Addiction by Len Pierre. And it's a TED Talk. It is a TED Talk. All right. We'll play a little bit of it just so you can see, and then you'll be able to watch the rest for yourselves. And those watching in replay, it will be linked. Okay, unless my computer is not going to cooperate with me. Because I see the little color wheel turning and turning and turning.
I'm going to make a bold statement and say that doing a TEDx talk is
all right. It's an ad. It's an ad.
Transformative and uplifting
hang on,
experience
because I'm
of your
cheap.
life.
Because I'm cheap. All right, hang on. Okay. Here we go.
The direction of our
Oops. I don't know why it's all the way at the end. Okay. All right, here we go.
As First Nations people in this province, we only make up roughly 3% of the overall population, but we make up over 13% of overdose deaths. I'll say that again.
I didn't know that statistic. I did not know
This is
that.
for BC, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what province he's from. Do you?
Yeah, he's from BC.
Okay.
His reservation is in Vancouver.
Okay, so he's like a far cry from where I live. Yeah. I'm in eastern central Canada.
3% of the overall population, over 13% of overdose deaths. Ace Whale, good day everyone. My name is Len Pierre. My ancestral name is Kulipulak. I am Coast Salish from KT First Nation on my father's side, and Musqueam First Nation on my mother's side, which is one of the host territories on which we are gathered today. I am a father, a loving partner, a traditional knowledge keeper in my community. I am also an Indigenous or an instructor in Indigenous education. I teach Indigenous history, Indigenous culture, and contemporary issues within the healthcare setting and within the university setting. And through this work, I have found an incredible value in what I call a bridging of worlds, a bridging of realities. And to me, that is what decolonization is all about. To me, decolonization is about the deconstruction, dismantling, and disrupting cultural barriers that separate us, suppress us, and quite often oppress us. Decolonization is really about expanding our social perceptions. And if you will allow, tap into our Indigenous worldview about matters so complicated and complex, such as talking about drugs.
Okay, I'm going to leave it there. And like I said, you'll be able to watch it at your own leisure. I just wanted to give the viewers an idea of what this is about. Yeah, because I think if you want to know more about addiction and First Nations, that might be a good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that might be, yeah. That might be a good start. So yeah, the link will be there. I can post it now in chat if you want, but I'm also going to post it for those catching this in replay or for those who didn't get it. So I'm going to put it in chat now. Okay, there you go. If it works, dang. Oh God, I love my computer sometimes. Okay, there you go. So that's the link of the TED Talk. All right. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to have Wi-Fi issues like Callie. Yeah. I don't want to have Wi-Fi issues. I actually do have computer issues. It has nothing to do with the Wi-Fi. It has to do with the computer. But no, I hear what you're saying, Death. But yeah, it sounds like so. Anyways, I just wanted to play the first bits of it. Obviously, he goes through a preamble before he gets into speaking. But I think he would be it would be a very interesting talk to listen.
He has more authority than me or Callie combined, really, on the subject.
Yeah, more than all of us combined here right now at the present time. He would be most qualified, and trust me, I am someone who doesn't know anything about internet trash fires, and probably a better thing that he doesn't, because he has too many real life things within his own.
I'm not trying to speak for all like everybody here. I'm just being my own advocate. Like,
yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, but you know more than I do, so you see, at least when I don't know something, I will go seek it from somebody who might. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you I'll tell you when I don't know something. But yeah, I think it would be a very interesting to talk about that. At least Callie's old misinformation there. The very stark contrast from that. So, anyways, let's see. So we've been on for 2.5 hours.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
time flies when we're having fun.
Wow.
Okay, so you know what? Yeah. So, anyways, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do final comments, final remarks for the next few minutes, and then we will close off and we end the stream. And like I said, in a few hours, I'll try to have a few timestamps in this, as well as all the links that Neechie Moose was kind enough to provide. All right. Starting with you, Neechie, do you final remarks?
Just thank you for having me on. It was my first time ever being on a stream, on a panel. So I'm sorry if I tripped over my words. I'm not that eloquent in real life, and I'm sure that there'll be my words will be twisted against me. If you have any comments or corrections or anything, I'll answer them. I'm open-minded like that, and I don't claim to be the arbiter of everything. So I just appreciate the opportunity.
Well, it was my pleasure to have you on, and I hope to have you back on some other time, whether talk about any range of subject. I hope to have you back on. And yeah, you did great. Don't worry. And trust me, after your first time, you got your feet wet. It'll go better the next time if you come back on any panel at all. I think it'll go better for you. Hey, Opium Girl. Yeah, it will be left up, and in a couple of hours or so, I'll provide timestamps as well. But thank you for stopping by, Opium Girl. Reaper Girl, do you have any final remarks?
Like to thank you for having me on. You didn't have to. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that I had to left. But I came back, and here's a little fun fact for y'all if y'all didn't know. I said it in Amy's stream, but I'll tell you here that did you know that Cherokee is the first one that invented popcorn and soap?
No.
No.
I did not know that.
So all you people that wash your nasty butts, thanks the Native Americans.
Thank you. No, I had no idea. See, we learn something new every day around here.
Yep. We invented soap, and my ancestors invented soap and popcorn.
Good to know. Yeah. I mean, popcorn, I don't eat it, but yeah, that's good to know. Thank you for sharing that with us. Christina.
Oh, no problem. I like sharing little tidbits that I know.
Yeah, that's great. No, that's great, because at the end of the day, we should all try to learn something through, even as we wade through the trash fires of YouTube and Twitter. We should all learn something. Callie wasn't interested at all about what Neechie had to say. She doesn't want to learn because she doesn't care in real life. Callie only spoke for, yeah, ass pats. Yeah, exactly, Christina. Exactly. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to weaponize my heritage gang. I'll do it.
There you go.
Yeah, I never weaponized my heritage.
It's a miracle that I am here to talk about my heritage at all, so I'll do it as much as I want to.
Yeah, you should. And you should feel free to, no one should silence you. Because here she is, I find it ironic that Callie is ramming on to Chantal how she's trying to silence this other woman, but at the same time, she's silencing you guys. So the irony is not missed on me here. Yeah. And Christina says, thumbs up to popcorn and soap. Let's all hail popcorn and soap. Two of life's made staples. Necessities of life. Exactly. So anyways, like I said, okay. It will be up in replay. Again, the stream is not monetized. You will not find any ads when you watch in replay. I just was not I was not comfortable monetizing it. I had thought, I was just not comfortable monetizing it. So I decided, no, forego that. So you won't find any ads. What else do I have to say to end this? Yeah, I want to thank Neechie Moose for coming on, and I want to thank Reaper Girl for coming on as well. Yes, thank you, Death. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay if your dog is snoring. Dog, fine. Yes, thank you, Death. Hit this. So please hit the thumbs up. Please consider subscribing, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's a free way to help your girl out. And please take care of yourselves and each other. And always remember, please do your homework before going off. Try to do your homework. we can all try to be a little bit better. Society is divisive enough, and I'm not just talking in the internet, I'm talking real life. Society is divided, sharply divided enough, probably more so than ever before. And, you know, we got to somehow try to have a little better understanding of each other. And yeah, so the importance of doing one's homework before going off on a tangent. And we all know who.
Oh yeah, before I leave, my ancestors did not live in teepees. They lived in little huts. They used teepees for hunting trips and traveling.
Thank you. Very good to know. Very good to know. I did not know that either, actually. So thanks for sharing, you know. And we always try to have that. Oh, thank you, Christina. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Christina. Okay, so anyways, thank you all in the chat for bearing with me and my lack of multitasking and my tech issues. Thank you. Much appreciated. So anyways, always remember, if there is somebody in your midst or at risk who is at risk or vulnerable or all alone, please take the time to look in on them, give them a phone call, hit them up on social media if they've got it, because sometimes just lending a sympathetic ear to that person can make all the difference in the world to them. So anyways, I want to wish you all a very good afternoon. I don't know when I'm coming back on this channel this week. The weekly members only chat will take place sometime later this week. It'll probably go in the evening this time. I did it on the daytime last time, so we'll do it evening next time. I want to give everybody a chance. And like I said, I'm working on some videos on my second channel, Fedora Social Experiment. I'll bring it up. Those of you who don't know that, I have a second channel called Fedora Social Experiment. It is a Hater Nation free zone. And the only drama you'll find in there is an argument between Baf Ucker the panda and Shiza F. Ucker and myself. That's the only drama you'll find over there. Yes. Thank you for putting up the Mad Hatter membership link, Jeff. Thank you. So here is my second channel, Fedora Social Experiment. It's original content. The live streams over there are more personalized, or sometimes we play little internet parlor games. We have a great time over there. So anyways, I'm trying to get that up to 200 subscribers by the end of this week. I know, small steps. I'm trying to get it up to 200 subs by later this week. So if you can go check out the material, I just uploaded a video. When was that? Yesterday or the day before? Day before, yeah, day before I did. So, anyways, please check out my second channel. Yes, thank you, Jeff, for putting up the links for my PayPal and my merch as well. Thank you so much. As a reminder, anybody donating to PayPal, your information will remain confidential. Okay, rest assured. Okay, so anyways, yeah. So anyways, but about my second channel, which I am getting proud of. I'm proud of the content I put up there. It's story times. It's more personal, and it's also comedy. Experiments through my weird comedy, and there are characters. Yes, there are characters over there. And that's the only drama you'll find over there if they argue with each other. So thank you so much again, Neechie and Reaper Girl, for coming on. And we are out of here until next time.
All right, stay deadly, guys.
Bye.